all I need to know is has the FBI talked to you? Are you involved in that at all?
I told you, I'm not involved in it at all.
The FBI hasn't talked to you at all?
Absolutely not.
We were intrigued when the FBI reopened its investigation into the Hillary Clinton email scandal. So we teamed up with lead investigative reporter Lee Stranahan from Breitbart.com and revisited the documents, reports, and news stories related to the investigation.
Cindy, hi.
I'm sorry.
I know. All I need to know is has the FBI talked to you? You don't have to use your name. I really just want confirmation.
I know, my name is in one of the emails.
Yeah, and that you spoke with Huma about email issues that were going on.
It was a very general issue that comes from users all the time, people who don't get email anymore.
Huma sent several tests from her Clinton email account to Lona and myself. They were received. But there are many messages and responses not received.
During my research, your name came up. So I was wondering if I could maybe ask you a couple questions and really just like get confirmation on a couple of things.
What is the story
looking
about?
Into. So I know you worked at the State Department.
I do.
Oh, you still do?
I do.
Okay.
But I don't think I need to be involved in this.
I know.
Whatever it
you
is.
don't want. No, you don't. I completely understand that. I know that it's just it would cause a headache for you. I'm sure. I can't even imagine. But really, I'm sure you've seen that there's a lot of misinformation going on right now.
There is, but I really can't talk
exactly.
about it.
What we found was this woman. Her name is Cindy Almodovar. What we learned about her and what she told us would raise serious questions about the thoroughness and competency of the original FBI investigation.
Nobody has contacted you?
No one.
Oh. I thought that you'd maybe be involved in the investigation or something. You're not involved.
I'm not involved. That's why I can't answer anything. I'm not involved.
Well, see, during we've done so much research on this, and like I said, your name has came up, and I'm not looking for like you to even answer questions. Really, just like confirm.
I can't confirm or deny. I'm not involved in that, so I really can't.
I'm sorry. The reason that your name even came up is during these emails right here. This is the emails of your name.
I know. My name is in one of the emails.
Yeah, and that you spoke with Huma about email issues that were going on.
It was a very general issue that comes from users all the time. People who don't get email in and out.
Well, I know.
I have no other involvement than that.
The email chain she is talking about is from 2010 and was released by the FBI in June.
I met with Huma for about 30 minutes to go over mail issues.
This email is dated December 17, 2010, and signed by Cindy Almodovar.
Huma sent several tests from her Clinton email account to Lona and myself. They were received. But there are many messages and responses not received.
Remember that 2010 is years before anyone outside of the State Department knew anything about Hillary Clinton's exclusive use of a personal email address for all of her work-related emails during her tenure as Secretary of State.
On 12/14, HDR22 at clintonemail.com sent a message to Huma at clintonemail.com and Val Morrill at state.gov at 10:03 p.m. The subject line was blank. Huma received at Clinton address, but Lona did not receive on her state.gov account.
The email and the chain connected to it is interesting because of this paragraph buried in the State Department's own investigation into the email scandal. The paragraph reads, in part, unclassified. Two staff in SES IRM reported to OIG that in late 2010 they each discussed their concerns about Secretary Clinton's use of a personal email account in separate meetings with the then director of SES IRM. According to the other SES IRM staff member who raised concerns about the server, the director stated that the mission of SES IRM is to support the secretary and instructed the staff to never speak of the secretary's personal email system again. The director referred to in the OIG report is John Bentel. In 2010, he was the State Department employee who managed IT security issues for the top echelon of the department. He told FBI investigators those conversations back in 2010 never occurred. In March of 2016, Bentel refused to answer questions from Senate investigators and asserted his Fifth Amendment right 87 times during a deposition for a civil lawsuit filed by Judicial Watch related to Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server.
I'm working on a story. I'm interested. I want to know the truth, and I want to know if you're one of the people who went to John Bentel and said that they were concerned about Hillary's private server.
I don't know anything about that.
You weren't involved in that at all?
I was not involved. You've got to stop this, because this is like harassment.
This will be the last time you see me. This will be the last time. I just want to know the truth, and I'm interested. I want to know if the FBI has talked to you.
No, they haven't.
No one from the Washington Post or the New York Times talked to her either.
I'm sure reporters and, people have been coming to your door.
No one has come to the door. You're the first one.
Even though her name stands out in the emails released by the FBI, no one from the FBI ever attempted to speak with Almodovar. No one ever attempted to get to the bottom of what information she might have about this case that is so critically important to our national security. It makes us wonder, who else did the FBI neglect to speak with?